Life, our human existence, follows certain natural laws and principles. If you understand them and apply them, you're very likely to live a happy and easy life. If not, you're very likely to suffer and live a rather difficult one. At the core, we all want the same things: to be happy, to have fulfilling relationships, to find meaning in our lives and our work, to use our potential to express and realize ourselves. Friends, family, security. To be seen and maybe receive a little appreciation along the way. The knowledge of how to achieve all of this already exists. So, why is it so hard for us to actually implement things, to change something in our lives, to change ourselves? Because it's uncomfortable, it's exhausting, it takes effort, discipline and courage. It costs time and energy. And above all, what for? Why? We don't even know if things will really be better somewhere else, or if something different will actually make us feel better. And those are two things our brain really does not like. Spending energy when it's not absolutely necessary, and uncertainty. Our brain comes from a time when energy, meaning food, was scarce, and managing it wisely was a matter of survival. And uncertainty could quickly become dangerous. Maybe there's a field of strawberries on the other side of the river, or maybe there's a pack of lions. And if you already have enough potatoes to eat here, why take the risk of running into lions somewhere else? Do you see it? These Stone Age patterns are what holds us back today. They hold us back from living a truly happy life. Even though we now live in a world of abundance, with more than enough food, more than enough energy, and no real life-threatening danger when we try something new or take a risk. And yet, trying something new can still feel almost life-threatening. And no matter how much energy we take in, change still requires effort, strength, and often a lot of courage. Of course, there are 1,000 other factors that keep us from changing, but it helped me to first understand the fundamentals, what actually holds us back. And at the core, it's our Stone Age brain. From there we can start looking at the individual factors that might be holding us back personally. it also helped me to understand this, where we are in life today, how we feel, how good or difficult our relationships are, how successful or unsuccessful we are in our careers, how happy or unhappy we are. It is the result of our past ways of thinking, our actions, behaviors, our decisions, and how we deal with our emotions. And if we want different results in our lives, because we feel dissatisfied, unhappy, or without meaning, then we need different ways of thinking, different actions, different behaviors, and different decisions. Let me say it again. At the latest, by the time we are in our 20s, we are able to choose our thoughts, our actions, our decisions. And if we are not satisfied with where we are in any area of life, then we need to change those patterns. Yes, most of this has been happening unconsciously so far, but still, where you are right now is the result of your past thinking and behavior. You have been thinking and acting in certain ways for years, and that has led you to your current situation. If you want a different outcome, you need different ways of thinking and behaving. Do you really believe you ended up where you are by pure chance? It may feel like chance because you're not fully aware of your patterns, or because you never consciously chose them. Of course, there are things we don't control. The family we are born into, the country we grow up in, fate, illness, accidents. There's a lot we are exposed to without choice, a lot we cannot control. But we also have far more influence over our lives than we think. And the better we understand that, the better our lives can become. Wait, yeah? Not just understand it, apply it. When people realize that they are responsible for their lives and have a significant influence on them, it can feel uncomfortable, even overwhelming, because it means we could change something. And that's exactly what our brain resists. And let me emphasize this. Many people do want to change. They genuinely try again and again. They've already made many attempts, but they haven't managed to do it on their own. And that's completely okay. That's actually normal. Trying to steer yourself, especially in certain emotional states, can be incredibly difficult. Sometimes almost impossible. And that's exactly where psychology offers tools and solutions. So let me summarize. Aside from the birth lottery and unavoidable life events, there is a lot we can influence as adults. our thinking and behavior determine our lives and how we feel. Or in other words, where we are today is the result of our past thinking and behavior. If we want a different result, a different life, then we need different ways of thinking and behaving. On one hand, our brain holds us back. Change is effortful and the outcome is uncertain. On the other hand, we can turn our brain into our greatest ally if we understand how it works. In a way, we have to be smarter than our own brain. We can learn to outsmart it, just like it constantly tries to outsmart us.